God Almighty bless you richly. We are going to be trying again this for the second time. If there's network interruption, we call it a day. And I've shared, and at the same time, I have to delete everything again. I deleted the previous one. So we are going to be sharing again. Let's see. So it is very painful most of the time to see I've started up a broadcast, then something happen automatically again. So it is always very dehydrating. It's not easy. It is not really easy in most cases. So these are some of the inconveniences we go through. Hi. We need to go through it. What can we do? Nothing. To continue doing the will of our fathers. So please, you have to kindly also share again. You have to kindly share again. Let's see if this one we also go. If there's network interruption, we postpone the very topic. But I just pray there's no network interruption anyway. There's network interruption, we have to postpone it. So please, if you are watching, help us share, please. If you are watching, kindly we may not be spending too much time here. We have to do it sharp so that before the day get darker. And this very particular topic, I guess, is a unique one. It's very unique, and it's going to benefit many of us who have been trying as much as we can to make sure we get our real self, or we get our core value. So please, it is very, very imperative you help us to share, please. Let me just do one more sharing, then we continue with our broadcasts. Wow. Easy. So we are going to continue from where we started. We are going to be starting all over again. Then the sign of a choosing one. Then I'm going to introduce the topic again. The sign of a choosing one. Everyone is on a different mission. Many are called, few are choosing, which I've explained before. Being a choosing one is a scared and a powerful responsibility, one that requires courage, resilience, and a deep commitment to personal growth. You openly receive spiritual guidance and trust, unfolding the spiritual awakening process. So for you to be a choosing one, it's not just something you just come out and you begin to fake it and be choosing one. You just say with a real man. There must be the sign. Number one is you have to drawn to spirituality and nature. Very, very important. You have to first of all drawn to spirituality and nature. And all these things does not just come so you want by the atom. Then something begin to motivate you. Something motivates you to speak the truth. Something motivates you, begin to question so many things that you are seeing in this world today. It no longer freaks you again. What freaks other people does not freak you. Now that drawn to spirituality and nature, do you find yourself inexplicable drawn to spirituality and nature? Do you feel a deep connection with nature, with nature, world around you, sensing the energy that flows through everything? If so, it could be a sign that you are choosing one. Part of spiritual awakening and discovering your true purpose in life. One of the first signs that you are choosing one is your attraction to spirituality and nature. One of the first signs that you are choosing one, it is your attraction to spirituality and nature. Now, if you watch it right from time, automatically I switched. The very day I know I am, I've discovered my purpose in life, automatically I switch. Most of the time, the way we are taught in the church, discovering your purpose means that I'm trying to tell you the biblical meaning of how pastors gave us the discovering your purpose. You know how to play band. There are the time you know how to sing in the choir. Automatically, the pastor will start preaching. You see this person right now is playing band. That's not even a part of it. It is deeper than that. That's why we were over-indoctrinated and so many fake gospel were being preached to us. That's why we are going through a lot today that we are not supposed to go through. Now, embrace of spirituality and nature. Many land workers, those who have a spiritual calling, are meant to bring healing and enlightenment to the world, often experience this deep connection with nature. That is because nature have a way of awakening something within us, reminding us of the beauty and interconnectedness of all living things. It can also ignite a sense of wonders and are promoting us to question our place in the universe and seek a deep meaning in life, starting compensation of spiritual purpose. So all these things is one of the process you must have to go through if you are choosing one. You must have to see this character in you. So as we begin to deep in or go more further, then you begin to understand. Then point number 2, you pursue the truth. Now, anytime people lie, it irritates you. You are no longer interested on this fake life people are living. Anytime you are not, people does not speak the truth, you feel irritated. Now, the reason why I tell you are going to be seeing some of all these attributes in me, it's not something you fake. You can't fake it. Even when they try to bring a dead man, the more they are creating fear, the more you are breaking the barriers. You just speak your truth because you have a divine mission. Now you pursue the truth. The journey through illusion to truth, following this key, is a sign that you are one of the choosing one in your unwavering pursuit of the truth. That is because you have an insatiable taste for knowledge and a deep desire to understand the mystery of the universe. Therefore, you are not content with superficial explanation or easy answer. Instead, you dive into deep of your being and question nature of reality. That's why the book of John, chapter 8, verse 32, he says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That's why no matter whatever thing you bring on now, I must question it. I question everything. Then how was I able to know that the way that it is prayer? I didn't first of all read it in the book. I first of all begin to stress, why is America 6 hours ahead of us? Or why are we below? Why are we America? We are here in America, we are below. The weather is 6 hours different. Nigeria, the same thing. How does it happen? Who created all these things? Then I now begin to question a lot of things. As we are questioning it, be that this is already inherent to you and inalienable, when you come across any video that people that are also technologically savvy, who are long working, that God has chosen right from the one, it rhymes with your instinct automatically. You don't argue blindly. When the truth is coming, you don't know that this is the truth. That's some of the signs that you are a choosing one. So I just pray that as we begin to go through, that God Almighty will give us the sense of human. You have to pursue truth. Very, very important. Then another thing again, you are inherently good. You are just naturally good. You don't fake yourself. Now, you radiate goodness. Do you know how you call radiator? When the radiator don't blow, it go to breathe smoke. Anytime you open now, if engine never cool down, you open radiator, it go explode, it go even burn you. That's how the truth are in you. You are somebody fuck you up for Italy. That same day, you are still going to do good for somebody in Germany. Naturally, you are good. People may be beating you for your good, though, but naturally, you are good. If you are with somebody, you are with that person with all your heart. You know they use half might they follow person. That's some more part that you are choosing one. That's some of the things that also make you a choosing one. Now, the time you have all these attributes in you, then you know that you are choosing one. Deep within you, deep between your core, there is a goodness that radiates from your soul. Another one of the signs that you are choosing one is the innate goodness that resides within you. Because of this, you have a genuine compassion for others and a natural inclination to do what is right. A strong moral compassion guide your action, and you actively strive to make positive differences in the world. Now, let's be frank and sincere. All this is I'm telling you right now. I didn't go and create this topic, me about put myself inside there. If you go and also do your research and study it, you are still going to see similar things. But it might be explained from a different perspective. This is me. In all this topic I'm inside, it's not what you fake. A choosing one cannot leave platform and abandon platform for you, no. A choosing one will stand with you to the end. Or till you yourself that they are following do otherwise. You see people these days, he will just come to you, give you some kind of fetish excuses. Either you say, message to the enter my phone. Now who to fight the freedom for you? Me only, I cannot do it alone. It shows that you are not a choosing one. You have to go and discover who you are. And many are called, but few are choosing. For you to be choosing, there are some certain attributes that must be in you. You have to pay a huge sacrifices. I told you before now that naturally I'm a good person. I don't even need to read the Bible to be good. I only read the Bible, then I begin to see myself in some many parts of the Bible. I'm just inside. If you talk about dying for a friend, I'm inside. The first detention I went in Nigeria, in Ogida police station, where they put me for back of counter, it was a fact of a friend. It was a fact of a friend. Most of the things when me don't quarrel put, why are you intimidating this person? That's why before he comes to me, I draw that demarcation. So I will not be a friend to you, then you are being humiliated. I'll leave you maybe answer with that here. That is me naturally. That's how to know a choosing one. And it's not something you fake. If I'd be faking my activism by now, I know this has been a question a lot of people do ask, how am I going to start up my things and all of all that, you know. So I'm just telling you critically clear now for you to know how it works, you know. So you are just good. You are just being good. You are being good. If you look at the book of John 11 verse 35, Jesus Christ wept because he was a good person. He had compassion for Lazarus. See Martha and Mary, you know, in sober reflection, we lost our brother. We lost our brother. That's how it look like. But there are people today, once something happens to you, like one thing that happened in Benin, I think in Edo State, some years ago now, I was only the person who came out and said, please, forgive this person. Do you know, even their follower today, you are not a choosy one. If they are beating a choosy one for truth and you are really a choosy one, you don't join them because you hate that person. Even my worst enemy today in Edo State, if injustice is still found in his case, a lot of you right now, you have watched our page last night. I think it was around 1 a.m. I was scrolling TikTok. I saw a video of a woman. I said, this woman is whatever. I saw the head of the right about trying to collect someone's bone and all of that, you know. They call the woman Ulega or something. You know what I did? I didn't know the woman. I didn't care, okay, with my personality, I will not dive into this. When I now played the video, it was about 6 minutes. I found out that injustice have been done against this very woman. Do you know what I did? I uploaded that video. I put it on my TikTok, then I put it on my page. That's how to know choosing one. I did not bother to say you have to call me first. Then it was after I put it, I found out that so many persons have been talking about it. Now, if I wait right now, maybe not till tomorrow, I tend to go and go through comment, maybe I come across TikTok again, that the person holding that video is holding that video. I'll go and pray for the person in the river. The person that snapped that very video, not do a video in the morning, Aboni, Ese. And we pray that prayer, it's true to God, Ese, Aboni. I know they call it the pickup case. I only just put it there, most worse. You don't even to give me your problem as a that's how to know a choosing one. You want to speak the truth all the time. You radiate goodness. Your body, the way perfume they smell, all those better perfume, they know young wing. A real goodness will win. I just give you a critical example right now. A lot of you will feel, I don't even know the person before. This is the first time I'm knowing that such a woman, a dockery. I don't even know whether I'm an already by was I don't even know. But I found out that there's injustice from that very perspective. That was why I posted the video. Every other thing, everywhere, I have to first confirm first whether they have given her the song or how the thing is going. It may not take me 1 week because major commuter. I will cause that very music. If that person end up hijacking it, I truth to God, the music in it. Give it back to the imagine I'm composing one. So I just give you that example there. Now, point number 3. You are inherently good. Good is inherent in you. No, that's what we just treated now. Now let's go to 4. You are inherently good. Now point number 4. You are repelled by fakeness. You know when you are repelled? When something they ban you, but they irritate you. Anything fake, you don't need them at all. Fake thing, you don't need them at all. If person living fake like he die, you don't just like him. Most of you right now, the reason why you follow this page up to today, you are going to be seeing all this character today. It was during my meditation today, then new thing, a choosing one. Talk about choosing one. You have been letting these people know because these were some of the things. At the time they know that they are choosing one, they now also know whether they are supposed to remain the body of Christ or they are supposed to now follow the God of nature. Whether they are going to love nature and spiritualities. That's why these things are coming up. Now, you are repelled by fakeness. A choosing one on your path of spiritual awakening. You have keen ability to see through the facade of fakeness that often plug our world. You see it. That's why, as a choosing one, I know they weaponize the weather. As a choosing one, I know that the policy of this very government is fake, it's not real. I know that anytime they come out, they want to make some certain policy, is to cage you and I so that we accept where we're not supposed to accept that will kill us tomorrow. I see it on time. Anything fakeness, it irritates me. So I just thank God today. These are some of the reasons. Maybe from today, a lot of you will now know where no wonder this guy used some language he used. If you come on media today, there are things where they put mouth. You feel not put mouth because you were not wired to do it. Like women right now, there are a lot of things women are wired to do. There are some women, waiting woman go do under 2 hours. We're not, that is not domestically oriented. 5 days woman yet way. Area choosing one way. There are women, there are a lot of things women are wired to do. Some women they can quarrel until tomorrow. So I'm trying to make this thing to be more, elaborate to us. Now you are repelled by inauthenticity. Inauthenticity are the mask that people wear to hide their true selves. This discernment is a gift, a sign that you are meant to bring truth and authenticity to the forefront. It's a sign. And you can see it today, there are a lot of people. Just look at Y0U and the canon. Look at so many freedom fighters you are seeing today. Come what may. So you don't fake when you are not choosing one to make yourself a choosing one, you will lose. And this is a process. Now, the authenticity and unmasked. When you encounter fakeness, you can feel it deep within your soul. Your intuition shouts a warning for you to stay away. You recognize the importance of genuine connection and transparent relationship. Your desire for authenticity prepares you to forge real connection, and you flourish when honesty and vulnerability reign. You flourish. You are very happy when things are good around you. You are very happy when people are authentic. If that video were supposed to be a normal site, for example, I would not carry that video. no matter what, I will not carry that video. But the more power it can't touch me part for inside. The woman knelt down and started crying. Or when I loud. And I remember video ni reach boyo. I will pray prayer house aloba wa hona. A great prayer house aloba video already hon. And this year you should go and start sharing my number. I will pray very pray. If no sooner that brother DOS or no sooner that or man no one. You have to return that song. You have to return the song S and P. I will not be giving you time. Maybe you want to see fun first, you know. Now, you have a heightened intuition. You have a heightened intuition. Then I will give you the meaning of intuition. It's the ability to understand something instinctively without the need for conscious reasoning. We shall allow our intuition to guide us. This thing, you don't even need to verify. You don't even need to go home and say, Nikaya. Oh, no, you don't need to wear first. It comes automatically, instantly. That's how to know a choosing one. You don't think much. Our young cannot know now. That anything around you, you know on time because your connectivity to nature, the frequency, vibration, this cosmic energy is always around you. You have the spirit of discernment. Or my name instantly. You know it instantly. The person don't need to face anything. Intuition is like a whisper from the universe, guiding you towards the right path and providing the viable insight and wisdom. It is a deep sense of knowing that goes beyond logic and reasoning. As a choosing one, your intuition is finally tuned, allowing you to tap into the universal consciousness and receive guidance from high reign. That is how it looks like. A high intuition makes you more aware of the subtle energy and messages that surround you. In addition, you can sense when something feels right or wrong, and you trust the inner guidance to navigate through life challenges. This intuition is just a random occurrence. It is a gift that has been bestowed upon you as a choosing one. It's a gift. As a choosing one, there are a lot of people now, maybe you have one way or the other insulted me before. I'm bringing this very message today to further buttress this very page. What you see here is made for critical thinkers. Now, after today, you are now going to go and start your own processes. You can be cooking, play this video often, so that you begin to navigate your process. Because life is a process. That's why I put it there. After this very particular one, I'm going to be going to other aspects. The reason why every one of us have a mission, then I start giving you the scriptural verses that is also, backing it up. Now, point number 6, you believe in a higher power. This is where in the time of Mauta, a cassette in Ado. Another ethic, or what by music. Or what music. And I'm going to swear that swear with all my heart. They talk one again. Now. That's how choosing one does things. We believe on equal right and justice. In where we are, environment in my year, we don't want anybody to suffer. Choosing one, I tell my way also. No. No matter the crime that person might have committed, except when the person do otherwise. Except when the person do otherwise. I'm a live broadcast. Except when the person do otherwise. Now, point number 6, you believe in a high power. Next, believing in a high power is a key sign you have a choosing one. You are a choosing one. On your path to spirituality awakening, this is not just a casual acknowledgement, but a core recognition rooted deep within your being. This belief signifies that you have an innate understanding that is, there's something greater than yourself at work in the universe. It is a deep knowing that there is a divine force guiding and supporting you in your journey. That's why anything I say with confidence. You believe there is a higher power. I believe right from time. Even nobody promised me say new thing. No. You don't even need to tell me before I start saying anything. Everything I've said here, no. Police commissioner did not come and say, "New thing here, we rockba. Who we rockba? Make it a wound. Try they plan. This thing happened in the time of Moses. I think it was Exodus chapter 4, verse 19 or something, or 17, thereabout. If I'm not making mistakes. God comes, he said, the people that sought to kill you, in need, he said they are dead. Go. If you they plan for anything anywhere, you are drawing your death money. I'm not forging it upon myself. I wonder how the commitment came. I told you before now, if you pray God for his finger, he will show you his hand. At the time you pray God for his hand, he will show you his face. When God shows you his face like this, my dear, he go to shake himself. So this is not something, maybe you are just trying to do bragado. I'm just trying to forge it. All these attributes is also in you. The thing is that you have no time to discover. You have not really discovered who you are. Maybe I will urge you, pay a vivid attention, so that you will go and also learn all these things, read it, you begin to see yourself in all these things. Now let's go for that, lead you. He says, so by acknowledging the existence of a high power, you open up yourself to receive a spiritual guidance and insight. Furthermore, you recognize that you are not alone in your quest for truth and purpose. This belief provides a sense of comfort and reassurance, knowing that you are part of something much larger than yourself. That's just it. Before I entered this part, before I became my own today, I have not even studied this. Only one thing I know right from time where Amy was log choosing one. You and I can submit a CV in a company. When I say, I who me, I be employer after 3 years I can't do who way. Now when me log on my CV, that's the choosing one. You cannot be an almighty ordinarily to serve yourself. You became an almighty due to the good you do to others. You do to others. That's a choosing one. So don't just feel every choosing one. If you look at every Moses in our family, he has suffered. At times they name you a black sheep. Whatever me no dey. They just carry they intimidate you. At times they don't want to say anything when you are there. Because fake life irritates you. You always want the truth to come out. There was something that happened in our church many years ago. I think that was 2015. No, 2016. That was when they raided our church. They raided our church. So the people that were close to us, they were doing this aluminium. The tap that the major tap where everybody is called contador de agua. So where for the open and where body for the you can't get tributaries. One can't go inside, one will go inside. Before the meter we go read your own, we can't go inside your whatever. This man, he can't go lock the this thing. So we're in church that very day. We not get water. So some person now will go bathroom. I don't really know who is. They can't open the toilet water. They can't open and down. So these people can't on this thing on Monday of it. They not even come and say may we contact these people whether they open something down first before they can open the general tap where they carry water enter the yard. Let me call it the yard. Because now different this thing. Their own local day here, their own store day here, be like where our own day here. So now one tap water now I come. Go inside, you lock them for the major place first. It be like they lock water with the entire street or with the entire full house before you can go, or let me use it this way. Or that light, that 4 line now where they carry light enter. If they cut down, they go affect everybody. If they can't cut the one for your flat, it not go affect the next person. Be that say now all they cut, now you remove the light, so somebody can't mistakenly pull food for fire, immediately on gas. You are supposed to let everybody know, say, man, Mona go check whether now on this thing down. I want on the main light because they not connect this light since in case anybody know their house. So this man leave the water. I was just coming back from somewhere that 2016. One of our members that time, I will not mention his name. He can't call me. He can't say, do you want the cry for church to say water your food church? Not say, why water go food church? He say whether they open this thing down and these people now they talk to them, they don't want answer those ones. They see one they even they do anyhow, you know. So I just drive read there 260. I'm telling you, After they raided our city, I was one of the last man standing. Now, do you know, I had to still go there and defend. I went there, I can't go meet the man. The guy, very tall guy. I can't ask and say, waiting happen. This is already happened, don't happen. I know say not be your fault. Good. The next thing with the guy you palm me, say me I come on for here. He said make I come on for here. Oh boy, now ambulance now. Ambulance worry. I will not tell you what happened there. Ambulance re. A man where you do a done. We are going to court. We land ourselves for court. You can't win me. You can't win the case on my head. True to God. Now, why I bring this very thing to you? Oh, you're asking me about. I look at it that one, I'm not guilty. I only come to your distance to come and ask you. The next you say me I get out, you they palm me. Why you go palm me? Then why not swallow the neck bina? Now so I tell squeeze coming out. Now what's seeing? Neck bina, if I get me na be uve na me we my yagba wuna. Now every one of us die. I blast in order. I am with dead body no. They came where they took our statement. They come say okay now. Before I know, they charge the case to court. When we get to the court, judge come ask me question say, and in that case I don't need case. We have been neighbor right from time. Now what happened? Now say now the girl they beat me. Who should now say mama no fear me. Me to me we have even jury look me aso look mo yimoru. Maybe if no sure can feel me na dodge. That was how the case ended. We closed the case and everybody went out. My cake pawani re. They look me like this. No, you can't do that now. I just came to your distance. We have been neighbors. Now I was called. Do you know one thing that provoked me most at the end of the day? One of our members said, "Una for no cobra anything." When I heard that thing, I look at myself. Hey, is you Y0U? So they know so na banya. Now okay, when I get palmy many, I really make bina. He was getting agbe me no he. So there are things you see when you try to attend. There are some certain things in you. Instead of people to compliment you, they start complaining of you. Somebody said it. Imagine I saying, now we no go on magan. Now you're trying to paint me now where yes, I'm the most gentle person, but one thing I have a boundary. I will repay you back. It's soto with 10. We are be more by soto with 10. You might take boy instantly. Yak boy back way. It was as if I was a court person. But what I was fighting for? I was fighting for the body of Christ. They can't be more better you. That one gone. Then we still manage the church to some certain extent. Or thing, you know, I know find out that now do you agree all the time? Agree. So then we call it a day. So that's that. Why did I bring this story here? I bring this very particular story so that in case when you come across such thing next time, I was not there. The same people who might okay get here at least, you know, even at least good or bad, you know, boy we done ever now, you know, get here. Leave going there, not even knowing where the same be coming. Now church is going to come for me. If I know I will not go. But thank God, it was like a case that I won. I won the case because I was able to pay back of what they did to me. When they came, if me have to go in West County, let's go to court now. That's why we're going to win a zone. Because it was 3 against 1. You don't know what I'm a member of this very church. Everybody don't know me. Do you know the police in my town, they know that I need to know they look for trouble. But don't look for his trouble. Don't look for his trouble. I'm going to give it to you double. That's how to know a choosing one. That's why I tell you most of the time here, do not live a fake life. If this is inherent in you, it's inherent in you. Then, another thing again, point number 7, you are very empathic. Empathy means being sympathetic to people. You are very empathic. You are someone who deeply empathize with other people. Or another word again, sympathize with other people. You can feel their emotions as if it was your own. Anything that happened to them, that is, it go irritate you like say that you they go through the pains. You want to see how you can be able to come in and solve some certain situation. Now, this is another significant sign that you are a choosy one. Because of that, your heightened sense of empathy set you apart and allow you to connect with others on a deep level. Now, you do what I call gentle gesture. You are very good in helping others. Very gentle. Whatever thing you are doing, you do it nicely. You don't fall into problem anyhow. I feel where make I feel money. I've never one day apologized to any person in my life. Not that if you maybe say it doesn't apologize, because I will allow you first of all exhaust yourself first. You get exhausted, then we'll come later. Because the choosing one, there's this sense of humor you always have. We don't always bow down for fight easily. That's why we do things in our own jurisdictions. What I always do is defense. This is a lady in Edo State. Imakare do attack one day. I've never wanted him, even up to the man you mentioned in here. He's the one that showed my picture up and down. So then I have a mere banner. But my time I will not buy. Yeah, me a castle because Oma can't way. Even na money me una we wo. At the end of the day, una we win good. But why are you trying to turn it to fight? And then it so as a choosing one, there are extra trends nobody so to fight your enemy. David was a choosing one. That was why God gave his strength to kill Goliath. So on another man. Now, being highly empathetic means that you have ability to understand and share the feelings of others. You can sense the pains, joy, and struggle of those around you, often without them even saying a word. Your empathy is a powerful gift that allow you to provide comfort, support, understanding to those in need. You give them what? A guide touch. You want to see what you can render at a time. Now, you are always there. Some counseling I do at times. I gave us a testimony yesterday on how I settle. If today the family, they are living well. Maybe that's what we do. Today again, we have also did another counseling. Do you know what my message is doing today? So many choosing one that I knew many years ago, today they are now also healer. People now call them. Oh man, what will I do? But no pastor have done it. As we speak right now, people in Europe like you, God is sending them on assignment. A day is going to come, you start seeing all these things I'm telling you right now. How the God of our ancestors is entering people to start helping people here abroad. Now, every one of you is a Christian and those say you are Christian in Nigeria. Now, no, the pastor you are even better than. Now you are choosing one. See all these attributes. It's not found in a pastor. You are a pastor does not make you a choosing one. No, you just fake your way in. No. If it's a choosing one, why did they lie? Why are they interested in lying? Why are they at fake miracle? You could see the fakeness in them. All these things I'm telling you right now is not found in the pastor. There's a difference between when you are a pastor and when you are choosing one. If a choosing one become a pastor, it's better. If a pastor want to start doing the work of a choosing one, my dear, Milano is a thief. It is a thief. Then point number 8. You notice synchronicity. What you notice synchronicity. Things, you know, when they say at times, they'll write a message for you to synchronize your Google or whatever, or your Facebook. Now, as we begin to explain it, you get it better. Have you ever experienced moments when events in your life seems to align in perfect harmony? Do you often come across meaningful coincidence that leaves you in awe, wonder? Synchronicity are meaningful signs of being a choosy one. Synchronicity is like a gentle nudge from a universal reminding you that there is a great plan at play. E.g., how did I know from 2000 that injection matter is in Raymond? How did I know about it? You don't need to read. You don't need to be a sign before you can know that this thing is bad. You don't need a pastor before you can know that this miracle is fake. You don't need to be that. Now, after this very particular message today, I guess most of us, we are going to be having a change of heart by the grace of God. And I pray that God Almighty will help us. Now, there are meaningful connections that cannot be explained by logic or by reasoning. There are meaningful connections that cannot be explained by logic or reasoning alone. Instead, they serve as a message from the universe, guiding you towards your true purpose. When you notice synchronicity, it is as if the universe is speaking directly to you, affirming that you are on the right path. That is just it. They miss a lot. Because those are the video will not be second hand. There was a low guy with second hand. I'm not warrior or toner. For those of you that are there, you are here today, you are going to be blessed. Now, let's quickly look at point number 9. You are guided by the heart being. You are guided by the heart being. We call it cosmic counsel. Then you are being guided by some cosmic energy. That's why they may just come right now. I will get my boy now. The God of the universe while you're working with they will only be hearing your voice. God will just shade you. He will just shade something around you. You don't know what happens. You are guided by your being. There's a guiding force beyond our physical realm, nudging you towards true purpose. That's because you are guided by high being, celestial entity who are there to support or and illuminate your journey. These high beings come in many forms: guardian angel, spiritual guide, spirit guiding ascending, master, or even loved ones who have passed on. That's why at times some people that are soothsayer, or when nobody they have ever seen vision for which Jesus will no. No. Either they say you were mudiano here, or we ragele wa mudiano. That's why I talked about tradition. A lot of you does not know. Nobody will ever tell you say Jesus Christ is with you, apart from these fake pastors. And that same Jesus Christ, they are not giving your honor of your father to, or your mother, or your ancestral background, because they do it well. The root is fine. That's why you are flourishing out there. By so doing, your father will just look at you. Oh, man, I'm mad. Then I have beyond I'm for. No, we are here near you, Wega. No, I are here family Wega. Who don't want to let pastor go down. Who even wanted to take your destiny. Everywhere you say, go match here with destiny. These are some of the problems we'll go through today. Now, there are present in your life subtle communication with you through sign symbols and synchronicity. Pay attention to the subtle or delicate messages that send. They hold the key to unlock a full potential. This key to everything, whether you feel they are present in form of comforting warmth or a sudden intuition or a sense of peace, you know that you are not alone. These higher beings are there to offer guardian wisdom, protection as you navigate the complexity of spiritual journey. That's what they do. You just be surprised. The more people lay curse on you, and they are doing their plan, they are planning where one month. Before you know, here you submit a case for a police station. The spirit being, extraterrestrial being go there and remove it. Extraterrestrial being go there and remove it because if no salobo age we. That's why there are people you cannot file a case against them. You don't know how that case will leave that court. You don't know how it will leave. You just about say, this person here, why me? It happened in the life of Moses now. They said Moses, because he now know, the whole palace now notices that Moses have already killed 2 Egyptians and hid them under the sun before he run. They said that the same Moses in our Agbe, he later went to go and meet Pharaoh and tell Pharaoh wholeheartedly, God said, I should tell you, let my people go. He said, be that your God. He said, I am that I am. Moime. Only I am that I am. He said you should let my people go. If I not tell we Moses here my year, that thing clean up their memory because it was a choosing one. So it is not everybody you see. Like when he was Saginania. You can plant them who are because they are doing that one that man say because God cannot call you to start doing sag. No. I know there are some sag you also do. Inside those people that also do sag, the part of the attribute of a choosing one, they now begin to misuse it. That's why there are some sag right now still fighting for justice. The area we're supposed to use, he's supposed to use it well, but he now begin to navigate himself towards creating unnecessary problem. The difference between activism today and the people that do sagis, my own is for sanctity. Now they'll constantly give meaning to their own. My own is to build up your spiritual life. There is some or who could not have brother than or what than me. That to say, he's trying to project his own music. If you listen to his music, because it's full of advice to also have children. Now that's why most of the sag, some verbal word they use, you cannot play it in presence of your children because they are not going to benefit anything from it. This very video I'm doing right now, do you know you can also sit down your children and they watch it along with you? Because some of your children, they are also choosing one. Now let's quickly go to point number 10. Having a spiritual awakening. As a choosing one, you have a spiritual awakening. Having a spiritual awakening is a profound and transformative experience. It is a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment, as well as a purpose of uncovering your true essential and purpose in life. Enlightenment ascension. A choosing one on this path. I've already experienced several signs that indicate you that you are on the right track. With the guardians of those signs, you are now ready to fully embrace the spiritual awakening and step into your role as a light worker. During a spiritual awakening, you may experience a wide range of emotion and insight. It can be a time for deep introspection and self-reflection. As you begin to question and believe the nature of reality, you may also feel a profound connection to the divine. Sorry for that. Now, luck we get say this thing come back again. We are very lucky it comes back again. So, let me start halfway again. It can be a time of this introspection and self-reflection as a being to question your belief and the nature of reality. You may also feel a profound connection to a divine and a sense of unity with a living thing, inner moral. That's how it is. You have to be a spiritual awakening. That's why for those of you that will be following this very page, if you go and compare, you play this very video and over again, you may through this night and get one thing about yourself. That's why it is very, very important that you know who you are. You have to discover to recover. Without you discovering, you will just be living life. You don't even know. Most of us today, we don't know where we belong. We don't just know where we belong. No need to sugarcoat anything at all. We don't know where we belong. We don't know where we belong. Now, anywhere below face, now we do. Now, if you look at that very one, everyone has a different mission. If you look at the book of 2 Peter 10, 2 Peter 1 verse 10, he said, therefore, my brethren and sister, make every effort to confirm your calling and election, for if you do these things, you will never stumble. You have to make every effort to confirm your calling. Very, very important. I think this one should be the first thing we do before we even start buying properties. Because when you are going through some certain stress in life, you know whether you are going to call for prayer or whoever you know that maybe God is trying to promote you. That's why today, because we doesn't know ourselves, we complain about everything that comes across our ways. We complain about it. If friend betray you, not knowing that God is trying to take away that bad friend away from your life, you complain, God, why me? At times, God is going to pull you from a husband's house. Because you don't know, they begin to complain. Why is my husband treating you like this? At times, a woman will neglect you. Because there's something about her, the spirit will follow you, and they chase her so that more better women will come. We don't understand. We always say, why me? And if you check this life today, when not penalty azigan, I think they call her jiga, one OJ school, what is azigan? Azigana, that's what they see for pig body. If they are removing it away from your leg, you don't see how painful it is. But at the end, what happens? It doesn't be like how the truth is. I told you here, the truth is bitter. But before the truth make you okay, like as the book of John chapter 8 verse 32 says, he said you shall know the truth shall set you free. Then everyone will fall, go just they happy. Hey, the truth won't set me free, man. It first of all make you miserable first. That's what it does. It makes you miserable before it make you okay. That miserability, a lot of people does not want to witness it. We do not want to go through that process of bitterness. You have a stomach ache. Go and drink a boy with bitter leaf. You don't want to drink. But after you might have drink it, there is something that is going to settle in your lower abdomen where they fear before. But you have to first of all go through some bitterness. But at the end of the day, after 5 minutes, you will not be feeling the bitterness again. Anything you start feeling right now, after that very bitterness, you start feeling that that thing that used to hear were cold before, where they hear your belly, automatically is gone. Also, the truth is. But the lot of us want a better society. Anytime we try to correct the entity, no betini, you are furious. Or we feel look. Your father have never been a senator, neither my father. Now who is doing it? We have that we are supposed to rise up and say, nah, ma, why we go near and silent? It's only a dose that I found out that Ibiaka Atenra, anyone when you take Boza. Or work Boza when I in a dose talk boy now. And elderly man, we are supposed to make ourselves a living sacrifice for society to be better. Oh, yeah, lay. That's why today we don't have one single activist in Edo State again. All content creators right now, all of them have been bought over. And don't expect anybody is going to speak for you again what you will like. The only way you can ever get the truth again, it is this page. The rest of them are paid to play politics. It is this page. We can support you tomorrow. If you go and carry a very bad narrative, we will hit you hard. But no follower of them have ever done it. Now, let's take vis-a-vis. Let's look at Olode. What happened? I supported the government. But when Olode issue came up, Bob, you got to drop it, man. I was already one, but what are the rest of them? They didn't speak. That's why you have to be grateful to God Almighty. That we are on media. Where they go and mark my word. Even the people fighting on Baseki today, they are not fighting it because of the policy I'm fighting him for. They are fighting him for what he's doing well. Why are you doing this thing? Have you ever seen, Baseki when I say, they have never one day agreed done anything up till now. But a lot of person that, you get one guy that used to sit down inside a quarter before, only one boy will get a bill for. I saw him that day. Now you are in Edo State. You have not gone and confirm whether the government is working. Now they now called you and say, okay, what is your problem? They've asked you your problem right now. Now you are not the same person that is also telling people he matter wrong with now. Say you are. You can see how people can be crooked. They do criticism because they want you to come and settle them. Immediately you settle them, they forget about it. You are your own you are your own. Where you matter? Except you begin to follow this page. Because we are not respecter of any man. I was not called by anybody. Nobody on this page. We'll be talking on WhatsApp. So that's it. So it is good we know our call. Let's confirm our calling first and foremost. Let's confirm our calling and our election. Very, very important. Then if you take the book of Proverbs, 16 verse 7, he said, when the man will please the Lord, it will make your enemy to be at peace with you. Now, if you compare this with every heavens, I have given to you about choosing one. Now, there are people that were supposed to be meant to kill you. At the time you stand for the truth and the word of God, the truth, then automatically, there is a way God will also for a year. They no longer have time again. That's why you see armed robber at times. They go to some certain house. Agbo money. I will confess. All was say, when matter the boy. But we are leaving you because of my soaking. You have not done anything bad. Please, no, where you go, don't worry, you are free. We will deal with him. He's a bad person. Very well, one Masena. Oh, when I just come here, I saw the way you were crying. Mama tell me not to kill you. Or they be reverse back. You want to go and kill the same person, not him with contract in here. That's why there are native doctors today. Very useless. That's why I told you, our religion we are weaponized, our tradition we also work. There are native doctors today. A friend and a friend will be staying in the same room. Because of jealousy, that's a friend. Almost you get native doctor, we know where, no one. Native doctor, they'll start doing it. So if I say tradition, that we should follow the God of nature, any native doctor ask anybody, don't know yourself. That is something that is fundamental. When I never whenever is you number. As a choosing one, I know what a choosing one goes through. I know that after the tunnel there's going to be a light. As a choosing one, as a choosing one, other people may be getting money in politics. You may not. I was not appreciated by Obaseki, but every one of them were having cars, so they build houses. Are they more intelligent than me? They are not. But am I still angry with the government? I'm not angry with it. Upon the billions they got from the government, the same people fighting the government. The only area I've corrected the government, drop injection. Obaseki today is still my favorite. I will not start hitting him because they don't give him money. But other people, they hit him because they don't give them money. Me, I stand for the truth. So anytime I see that they are also condemning his work, when I know that he have work, I will also come here and correct him. It does not mean that I'm playing politics. That's what a choosing one does. Because they are not choosing, they are just out there. You are going to see how their life becomes debilitated tomorrow. Because they don't have a calling. Okay, what about there's no more monetization tomorrow? What are you going to, can you teach? You can't teach. Because they spend long time in these their shenanigans. That's why none of them can ever do this kind of topic. You can't do it. How are you going to do it? What are you social media now? So that's it. If your way please the Lord, if you are in line with the God of your ancestors, you are in line with your calling, you have been able to connect yourself to the God of nature, and your spiritual awakening is already booming, man, it will make your enemy to be at peace with you. Only foolish one today from Edo State see criticize new thing. The one who is not a lunatic, who is not a ignoramus Kaliwa, who is not Australia Wallaby, they pray for me in their closets. It's only fool, only idiots that criticize anything in Edo State. Only of you idiot, you know. There are, I lost so many persons, even though you're from Edo State. There are people today, no matter whatever they do. If I'm even talking, it is, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 persons in Edo State, not all. But at times we use a certain language which they also understand. Like when I were Benin men or Edo men, they are useless. They do attack away. Umi no useless if we make it be mayo. That's why as I'm speaking at time when I talk about alien, the people that are alien, they know themselves. That's why they are furious. After that very broker, some other person blogger will also call me. Chairman, thank you for that message. Why the real alien will never call? Because they know what they are made of. You know, if you say European man is bad, let bring it on. You just use the word generally. That's why they will say at times, I don't attack such person. When I don't know how to cook. The most difficult domestic work. The most difficult domestic work which you never expected. I will put you in that process. That's what I'm going to do to you. Because we grow up when we're a child. We nurture ourselves strictly. We have this self-discipline. I know a time is going to become, there are going to be a lot of challenges. Right from time, with my friend, we use our head. We use our head right from time. That's why what think other people does not think me. One or two persons may be surprised when I was mentioning about this cut of a thing. I was saying their salutation yesterday. You were surprised. So, may JJC. Will just sink you down. Even though you are 100 in number. I will sink you down. Even though you end up taking my life, your generation will be wiped off on the face of the earth. So we know we are. So we are in this very planet Earth to put things right, to send the record straight to our people that there are things we must not have to indulge ourselves in. There are so many persons today, they end up using their gift which God used for them as a choosing one. Also, yeah, weigh me down. Do my activists we do now? Pay to play politics, you know. You put money for my hand, I will not go to that road again and say, woman, money. Settle me, make a comment. We are going to campaign on the nana. You got to see to it. Because they have no money to say. Even some of them, their word will be used against them. When Makaway governor, like this one boy that used to insult IPOP. When I find out that it's not serious, the boy not decamped. The same adult people started quarreling with him. And a boy to go back. And we eat China. When I saw the boy, I said, why did such a change? A lot of people kill their destiny today because they want to support lies. Or or with no magba, I may not be able to correct him with the public. I agree your war. I will not allow that thing to fly. Baba, no. Imasho where Yahweh Baba. Awa argue. So we were not born and brought up where parents are waving wa pampa and you. No, we don't do that. There was a day, I think that was whether 92, no. I think that should be 96 or thereabout. I can't really recall it. So a friend of my father, my late father, one of his friends, we were in Palo watching television. It was Cameroon and Nigeria that were playing ball. So this man is a friend of my father because my father is also a football fan. As in, newspaper. That man is very vast in Gality. Obien manado confirm information. If no sooner Abuja, no sooner America, when they told him Roda Hami, when they again, you know. They do and that. So this man at Nigeria we are playing. Anytime Cameroon take ball, this man will just say Cameroon pa. So when my dad noticed that Cameroon where Ovi di kwa boana. Cameroon where the bar. My late father embarrassed that very man. Other wa kwa in Palore. Or we are Cameroon wodo. How can where what my own Meroji? Boy Cameroon Pavian Pariana. So anytime Cameroon took ball, they want to go and score. The man will just read the alarm. My late father, blessed memory, chased the man out of the house. So on a very good day, the issue came up again. We were telling my papa, you know where now. You just embarrassed him the other day. But later they were still able to resolve the things. They resolved themselves and we see the man again. So my heavy with parent son of my late father, Mama Yale, Cameroon pa. So anytime me and my friends, you see that there is something that you are doing. Maybe one have already accelerated. We always use that word Cameroon pa. These were some of the funds we get from our fathers. But were we able, we as the children, were we able to, you know, put him to his rightful position where Baba were who now? Or where there's nothing I can do. You see that David Agbe I Cameroon pa, you know. But later they resolve themselves again. That's just life. So there are people who are real. So we tell our fathers when they were alive, our mothers, particularly when we now have that sense of humor, we are not mature. There are things you don't need to support your mothers or your father to do against their brother. You don't need to support it. Stand for justice often. And now you're born now. A time is going to come, you will report these things that I'm telling you right now. May God Almighty help us. May the Spirit of God continue to guide us. Now, if you read the book of Matthew 7, verse 20, he said, therefore, by their fruit you shall know them. By the kind of programs or the way any choosing one speaks, you know. Choosing one, they did not support you today and start fighting you tomorrow. If I thought they are living your name like when I lived this Oslo in America, you can find out that Mami and Made Beku, the only person that two of them quarreled, they never met again, I'm the one. Because I'm a choosing one. I don't need to start faking my whatever. Because if you know you might wear you might hear Kuba. And what draws you and I closer was the freedom that you were fighting. Not because I want to be a friend like a lunatic like you. I will not be a friend to dog. You name every Edo sons and daughter terrorists. Today they are terrorists. Tomorrow they are no longer terrorists. Today they are terrorists. Tomorrow they are not terrorists. The head of Tiger and Lion, which you want to use me to announce his arrest in 2017, precisely. Then, when you want to go and settle with him, you did carry me along. You carry my back, go follow and play. And this person, you know that this was a killer, according to you, no women now. I never knew that guy that wicked. You're not going to lie, the story, the records are out there in social media. Then you went and meet him again. Do you know this man never called anybody that who insulted this man, this head of Tiger and Lion before, to say, okay, he will jump and leave you alone. And this was a fight he created that you wanted to help him to fight. But today, now the same person has become a terrorist again. This same person has become a terrorist again. Now, there are still people who are lunatic, who are Australia Wallaby, who is still piling up around him, and they refuse to tell him the truth. You are like dog. You vomit today and you go back and eat your vomit. Such a person cannot be my friend. You have no integrity. But if you know you both of you is going to, because I know that if I come closer to him, we are going to quarrel again. What's the need of me fooling myself? Particularly right now, you are a chronic and a useless politician. Data activists to Yevekinia. And have your own work on a very good day. We can sit down one table. You are the same person right now who was a freedom fighter that I started with you. I didn't compromise any of these things I was doing. I supported Obaseki. I was not a PDP owner. I was not a PDP card holder. I picked out Obaseki. I supported him, then I left. It's like some defender now. When they find out that the match, he done the half small. They'll come to play overlap. Like Piqué now is a defender. At time Piqué they use it to go to score for Barcelona that year. After he scored, he does not waste time. He run back again to his defense. That's who I am. Like now, I'm a freedom fighter. See the topic I'm treating today. Now, somebody watching this very video right now might have also realized, no, some of this heading, even only the heading you even put for your hair self, or one or two sentences, then you go and start meditating upon it. Automatically, you see yourself doing that thing that nobody ever expected you are going to be able to do. So that is life. So it's very, very imperative. He said, by their fruit, you shall know them. So you know some men will be due to the way they do things. That's why he remained the highest goat that I've ever seen in my life. Did I have any cost laying on him on his behalf? No, I'm always condemning him. I'm not his enemy. I'm always condemning him so that he do better. Because anyway, if you know so you have to live away to a poor, live a life that is full of integrity. It matters a lot. What I mean, I go bought a decency. Go to Ogida and ask of my dad. They will tell you where that man is a man or magbe. That's what they are going to do. They will not tell you where money told. They will not tell you where money already have. No, it's a mobilizer. That's what they are going to tell you. So these are some of the legacy now who you talk. Let anybody go and contest it. He should be one of the most intelligent men in our area. You could see his intelligence of your Eladian. It was my father that told the way a fool make a lawyer to be rich. Do you know I come across such a thing? If you are not intelligent, if you are foolish, you don't remind me no row. When lawyer tell you want to write a power of attorney, as in the power of attorney now, you'll be thinking that is one big thing. Not knowing that just say that you should bring somebody that will sign this document who will not start representing you. You think that now time you does not know how your case is going to go. Money where case where you supposed to spend just a 10,000 naira put, you can end up spending 10 million because lawyer go use some language take change down. That's how a fool make a lawyer to be rich. Recently, there was something I was doing. So I've been making the call over something. I'm not going to be mentioning what happened, over what happened. Do you know, we now consulted the lawyer. When it now comes to the time that the case, we need to give it to the lawyer to handle. The lawyer, only one phone call or make a movie every time I'm not at this 18 make big case in Abuane. He just where I have no certificate to go to court or to demand for the ransom or the compensation or any pay. We now need a lawyer. Lawyer collected 50 euro for consultation. Up to now you go to Yedan. And the labor the may labor. Kasara masapata. That's how if we make a lawyer to be rich. Now, not that I was foolish in that aspect. This is how people spend their money unnecessarily. And in this case, we are giving to the lawyer from the beginning. Already, it's a 1,000 case in there. This is the thing I don't already handle. And right now, we fight the fight. It's not left for the people that was in charge of this something to not pay compensation over a thing that was lost. Now, we need to get a lawyer. Just 3 minutes call. Movie every time I wear esto, maleta. This one. Quanto te van a dar? C'est 50 euros pour consultation. 50 euros just for 2 minutes call. It make my heart bleeding today. But when I know, I'm not just trying to cause confusion here. I'm trying to give example. The reason why my leader said a fool make a lawyer to be. That's why I don't just carry the go lawyer at times. You get where I go do and reach. When I come work, I can get appear before call. If I follow you go any of you blessing a lawyer follow you come. If I follow you reach any of it, a lawyer little worry. But I cannot appear before court. Certificate hero, because I don't go school. So these are the things. So there were so many things we learned from our parents that only areas that there was a misconception, we were never told about how we have to follow suit about a non-lily marry. When can be married now. So just do your own they go. It can be now. We are the CEO of Egbe Maria. But at the end of the day, what happens? May God help each and every one of us. Now, the book of let's go to Matthew 20 verse 16. He says, so that the last shall be first, and the first shall be the last. The very day, and he later said the part B of it, he said many are called, few are choosing. The later end of life, when you now later know who you are, then the first become the last, while the last become the first. If I not take a while shining in, who does not really know whether they were choosing, they will not care whether choose one. They now become opportunity no worry, election, whatever. Now, what about a ring election? We are not going to be now having quantum election. People now vote willingly. I go to campaign safe. Like Europe, you don't campaign that much. I'm going to campaign. I'm going to know social media. It's not like that. What about when now become like that? And you are just a career politician. Then what are you going to do? Then there is when the first become the last. Now, people like us that we are sidelined, then we might be giving minister for information because of the information we already got. We might not be elected or selected, depends, or appointed based on the kind of things we have been doing right from time. What are we going to give to them if we are no longer having Agbeu? There are people today, they are only good and Agbeulism. They cannot do anything with their head. That's when the first become the last. According to the book of Matthew 20, verse 16, the last become the first. So it's going to happen. So that's that. Now, if you read the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 24, it says, for false Christ and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders that would deceive even the elect, if it were to be possible. The elite, sorry. That was happening. You see so many fake miracles we are seeing here and there today. We are seeing so many fake miracles. Let me be getting closer to the gate. I never even expect that this time will permit us because network now take for copying. So let's just assume we are just recording it. Maybe they 1 or 2 persons will be later, you know. Today being on the Tuesday 2nd of April 2024. So that's that. If not because I was having network in the 2 phone, the other one failed. I don't know why the network is always failing now. So, you know, we failed the other day, you know. So thank God now this one we're able to retain the video. Thank God for the God of our ancestors, because it has also been a carryover for me. I'm not the only lad anytime we carry over there, you know, so that the people that want to also watch it, they can watch it in peace. So that's why you are seeing so many things today. We are seeing so many false Christ. You see people acting a lot of fake miracles, you know, just trying to make themselves feel very relevant, you know, constituting all manner of nuisance. Now, if you read that same Matthew 24, verse 11, he said, and many false prophets will arise and mislead many. You are seeing so many false prophets today. We are seeing all the prophets we have in Nigeria that no one is real. Even the area they are telling you from, saying when we have your kwane, they say, Mama, will do that juju for you. Or we bow in here. They say, Mama, or we bow in here. On your dimewu way. Or man, when we have your bokwa, no doleli Jesu. They say, Mama, because they want to dehumanize you. Throw away small thing where you be still get. Source of your hope, at least, Emana, it be that even ya ziba. That where spirit be still they gather. At least, who will me right there? Huh? Who will me resting based on the belief you have on it? Be that or river, no river, ne? Mega way have your kwa, even have your no. But you have to metamorphose it. There are most of you right now who have juju. As a choosy one mean a juju way, they are not like juju, just spiritual awoken. Mere Nigeria man waiting get but I get but you can see my awokenness. It's not even healing the sick. We have made a lot of persons show them road they are supposed to pass. But more people right now, they may want to start turning to idol. It's not only about idol. So let not our mind be so corrupt. When my do my sinner, it's just all about meditation. Because if you make yourself available, Chukwu Okikabiyama will also make you able. Now the book of Mark 12. That book of Mark 12 verse 17. It's also in the book of Matthew anyway. The book of Mark 12 verse 17. You see how Jesus Christ replied then. When he was asked a question. Who are we going to be paying our tax to? After they hailed him, a perfect master. My wife woman suhin, my wife woman on togi, my one of a baby, my wife teaching we right from time. Woman who fear baby. Now, who are we going to be paying our tax to? We want you to tell us the truth you used to say before. Then he told them, give me a Roman coin. And do you know, they show him that Roman coin. He told them what inscription is here. He said the head of a Caesar. He said, give what belongs to Caesar, and what belongs to God. According to the Bible, he said all of them were amazed as he answered the question. Now, why does he answer the question? Because it was a choosing one. Now we enwa bedoku. A choosing one no ga arote godomi godo enwa man bako eno irona. Eno irona. Igodomi godo we know as a land of speaking truth. You don't lie. But go and look at it today. Liars. They turn history upside down. They cannot do any of that thing apart from reading fake history. Why are they manipulating it? It has been proven beyond reasonable doubt that Vatican City, Vatican City, but what did they write in book? They are not the real owner. They are not the real owner. Go and do your research. Now somebody is still, I think one of them asked him a question one day. The person where they moderate. He said, well, this land fed of all know as you do good. He said, yes. Now, okay. What other thing? Why are you people manipulating it? Now, did Ogisona hand over to you people and say, okay, what do more? You guys took it forcefully. Then this thing, why you tell on? Why not just admit, okay, now, we're not giving no career. But they are still saying history today, manipulating it. Instead of them to make a new history, they are still reading history. Our calling is to make an history. We want to make history as a choosing one. If there's any error we need to correct, the life our father lives, we need to amend anything, we amend it. If there's anything our forefather did that we are not that pleasant because of lack of technical know-how, we now say, okay, now, our father used to collect money from the neighboring village near Yamugbo. But this time around, let's give them the land for free. We can choose to amend that. We can choose to say, okay, now, every month, now Papa they do this feast. We cannot just be coming from Abuja every month to come and be doing this thing. Let's do this thing once a year. May the audience will not call it Susaya. Susaya is not to say, okay, and you know, are they amend on it instead of we assembling ourselves every month? Those are the things you amend. What is written in the book of, is it not Proverbs 22, 28 verse 2, Abi 22 verse 8, 28 or so, if I'm not making mistake. Or we remove not the ancient landmark which your father have set up. Don't remove it. But does that mean you cannot go and clear it? You can clear around it. He said don't remove it. There are a lot of things that are fundamental. If you try to do it, then you are trying to create problem for yourself. And these are some of the problems that our family members have created for we that are growing up. Most of the time, our ancestors is angry with the children of Kotode. Because the senior one have decided where Agbonkyan Mayen. If we allow everybody to be the same thing, or the name of the body of Christ. And the other people are struggling. Because he's not choosing one, he was not born great. He's contented with the life he's living. It's not comfortable. But there are people today, this is affecting them. These are areas where there are too much a problem today we have. The senior one most of the time does not care. Because your man mama. Or ma care. Jesus Christ is one. Why these other things telling upon the ones that are growing up? Because there is something, there is power that's supposed to be supporting them from that very family. It's no longer there because nobody wake it up. You know? So we'll soon be rounding up now. We just thank God that there was time for us to really round up this very particular topic today. There's no carryover. There's no carryover at all. I just thank God for that. Now that if you read that book of 2 Timothy 4 verse 17, he said, I'll fight a good fight of faith. I'll fight a good fight of faith. I'll finish my race. I have kept the faith. That's what a choosing one. Now, most of the apostles that wrote this thing, because they were choosing one. I told you yesterday in the book of Acts, how the first of all called the Christians in Antioch. In the book of Acts, I think 11 verse 26. The first time they called them Christian was in Antioch. Now, I haven't been able to portray that class likeness that they saw in them. Then all of them started writing the parts, whatever. I fought a good fight of faith. I finished my race. I've kept the faith. Because something committed to them. They do it willingly without blemish. And that is how our life is supposed to be. On the last day, we are going to give account of our still worship. On the last day does not mean Jesus Christ is going to come. On the last day can be after when you are old. What story do you have to tell your children? That somebody will come out tomorrow and I used to be a freedom fighter and I become a member of APC. Is that a good resume? Some people, they don't know. I mean, one matter like you go. But I have a name to protect. I'm a brand. I have a name to protect. I have children who go to bear the same way I bear my father's name today. Who will always say, look at my father out there. Anyway, I'm not mentioning John F. Kennedy now. All Americans, they are waiting to see how John F. Kennedy will march in as the Vice President of the United States of America. I pray why John F. Kennedy himself will stand behind his son, saluting Americans for keeping the 1776 Constitution of the Restored Republic. Those are the names. Emirok Barak Mona, Eni, Asai, Ogmoma Wakoroi, or Wado Tohu, Wado Tokime, or when Nikeke Unime, or Nasai. What you want to be remembered for, that's what matters. But a lot of people does not care. You so rig me. They condemn this life for themselves already. And condemn it for their generation. They thought that this world is going to remain the way they think it is right now. then you can become a Pavioy. Now, 1 Timothy 1 verse 18. He said, Timothy, my child, I entrust you with this command in keeping with the precious prophecies about you, so that by then you might have fought the good fight of faith. Look at it, was giving them a remediation. Now, the reason why we must have to use our Bible to correct our head, this is the only thing that we have right now. That was why when Moses confronted the Red Sea, the only thing that was with Moses was that staff of office. If another thing was with him, that God will speak upon, he would have also. He said, Moses, what does he want? He said, he wrote. He said, stretch it. He stretched it, there was signs and wonders. Moses never knew that Alupoko can do it. Our God have already gave an instruction. He did not put miracle in that Alupoko. He entrusted power in that Alupoko. You stretch it. What happened? The Red Sea parted according to the story. So if we are reading the Bible, we are not reading the Bible to make you to remain under the perpetual bondage, under the mental slavery. We are using it to pull you out. Because most of these things were misinterpreted. And we are seeing the misappreciation today. That's why you will still have problems. The same church that you are going, a pastor where you are taking me away from. Some of the person we have also energized. Don't come to your rescue. Who is fooling who? You have a power you neglected. If your pastor were to be having that kind of spirit that you carry, power. Some of you, if your pastor were having the kind of strength that you have, if they have it, they will do exploit. Why do we see prophetess? Prophetess, they are also marine. They choose to convert their own. They work for it and convert it. Oma no vie boy so member or do ladian. E ma so waro na o pastor no a native doctor no. O wa ha. Yen wa ha you wo hu nesin. O fie kwa you wo hu nesin okay ade. Emi na gbe ma wa ge problem so and so person. Let's say Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton wa ge problem man. Then you got rota so anvan no. Where they was about ngwa yen boy you wo hu ne. Why not just an egg? No, we are with nana egg than somebody making vow on your behalf. There are some pastors today, the same problem. Why am I problem? What you have to tell your do have a church? The same place in we learn away a miracle by river. That the same process is going to use for you. Of a team and over here. The same of my way going to work Benny. Are you go free have a yard because only be around way. No make another believe it for you to believe on that pastor. Then why are we deceiving ourselves? The same place you run away from, that a power raven, pastor where you honor like you egg because anything had your destiny back where Nika Yona siek egg. That was why they had fake miracle. So instead of somebody making vow, making some certain deity on your behalf, like most of our guests, but all you give a prophet. Because a prophet in Betania, or my get bonny and viokwa, or man no bonny. The same person pass away with boo. Or don't let me you want nothing or yenny. I'm one yon at your total loco. Or total loco. I will be not the post you then where we Christian working. One nothing or ye. Go. Eat dog him. Because we are fooling ourselves. They are using our brain. They are clearly using our brain. Why am I exposing these things to you? No need of you relying on anybody. Don't rely on anybody. That you so trusted these very people. Do you know how many of our people destiny these pastors have collected? I had a story today. In Europe here, how a pastor collected somebody's destiny. Or if you don't want in any. The person is with us so as we speak. I do a pastor no. A lot of you does not know the reason why. Him and me are not full. I didn't say you shouldn't go to church, but be very, very careful. What I'm telling you to run away from is what I'm doing. Is that good? I don't think that is fair. Why are you following somebody that will go and make vow on your behalf? How can you wear the way me go where amigo? Then the spirit. Don't you know that your mother provoked spirit? Do mercy for you for you to start having customer. To came investor. They attended your life with something. You don't know what's in anointing oil. The same thing where we move for who man. If you even leave that, it would have even been more favorable than for you than where they you feel boy in. Who where they you day you want to go and involve yourself the more because they are not making so many vows on your behalf. Madam, when you go get when you carry your money, the native doctor will do it. Who pretend right now to be a pastor, to be a prophet? Need you wear boo? They will send you where amigo. They will make unnecessary vow on your behalf. Then at the end of the day, where I win after finishing your useless whatever you will do, then you are not looking for charge with my me. Who so I blame a boy no lele where you have a project on it. Don't imagine any of him a spirit every one. And you only be Allah down go ban on your pupu. In about a more you or body we can't bomb me here. Who do you pull on here? Who will you womb? But when I'm amigo when we really getting money. Do you know the vow your native daughter that call herself a pastor? What your mother would have even used or a woman to do for you, you will go and meet a prophet. All complicated life in it. Now, Salobo Agbono hear me. Why do we make fearful? I really have a nice. When you come on, I saw we make a day. But you will pressurize your mother if you do your native daughter not better. And a teen you wear me if your mother metamorphoses zone, it's better than the native, or you wear natural. Or the native daughter, either the native daughter is a cultist, is an occult member. There are some native daughter, they are occult member. If occult member have tied you, and the same native daughter of a occult member, we have solved a problem in when we problem we get. My dear, what are you? Oh, we were here for 10 days. Near the woman, we are going we are. But what do mean? You know what mean? I what Vienna in a better matter. They are coming back for you because Y0U. Please end the video here. At that moment. So God Almighty bless you all. For those of us that want to reach us on telephone number for counseling, our telephone number is +34 631 056284. Our telephone number +34 631 056284. Please share this video massively. This is one of the videos. If you have not shared our video before, this is one of the videos you should share. I should see in all our allies, all our followers, all our friends, all our well-wishers. Make sure you share this same video, share it to your pages so that people will watch. It was a very wonderful topic, I'm convinced. Because I give it point by point what a choosing one is. What you need to go through, how you need to know that you are choosing one. Most of you watching right now, you are choosing one, but to my end, it is better on time, put yourself on track and begin to do the needful. As you do that, Chukwu Okikabiama, the God of nature, Mother Gaia, Mother Universe, Emi do, non su waya here, he said.